Stand by for a start.
On the move up, riders.
I'm Icy walks in.
Be ready.
Ready to go. The two-year-olds are poised, set now, racing. Jolly Odd was sluggish coming away. Market Ruler jumped away well. Superstardom, I'm Icy, had no speed and drops out towards the rear as the newcomer. Black Sabbath drives forward from position of power. He's trying to cross them here, Black Sabbath. He'll get there now at the 800. And so the newcomer, Black Sabbath, takes up the running from Superstardom. A length and a half, position of power, Market Ruler. And then came I'm Icy, second from last on the outside of Jolly Odd. And so along by the 550 they travel, and Black Sabbath steadied up for McGruddy and led a length and a half. Off the bit, chasing this leader to the turn is the grey Superstardom. Market Ruler's got up on its inside, tracking the leader coming into the home corner now. Then 2 lengths, position of power, Jolly Odd and I'm Icy. Black Sabbath cornered first over Superstardom. Market Ruler's down on the inside next. At the 200 though, Black Sabbath with a good lead. 2.5 in front, Market Ruler battling away. Superstardom can do no more, and this big fellow comes away from them, Black Sabbath. He's run right up to his impressive trial form. He wanted to switch off, bit green, bit raw, but very good. Black Sabbath beat Market Ruler, Superstardom. Position of power's run fourth, just in front of Jolly Odd, and trailing them home last in is I'm Icy. Well, Black Sabbath, Shooter McGruddy had a good long look around there on this first starter by Blackfriars. The Robin Todd Harvey galloper produces what many expected he would off some very encouraging trials. It's been a good week, of course, for the Harvey stable. They had tradesmen who they're involved with winning at the Bull Tuesday. Had a nice winner, Strata Creed, at Pinjarra Thursday, and present the 2-year-old Black Sabbath with a very smart win here in the Glenroy Chaff Plate on debut. Sean McGruddy aboard, didn't have to do too much, kicked him to the lead within a couple of hundred of the start. Booted away, had Market Ruler trailing up on the fence, but it was gasping to stay there. So was Superstardom, and both had form. This makes the win of Black Sabbath a fairly high rating performance at its first outing. Time to come, Black Sabbath for I. Wellstead, Lex Piper, P. Campbell, P. and J. Day, G. and B.J. Hardy, along with G. Gregory, and also Ms. S. Leighton, J. Pride, D. Fairbrother, K. Parker, M. and Mrs. P. Wood. Robin Todd Harvey prepare at Ascot. Sean McGruddy in the saddle. Very confident ride there too. He had a good look around here on Black Sabbath and just let him idle down to the post, turned off the ignition. The race was over. Second placing to Market Ruler, number 5 by Universal Ruler from Market Rap, Simon Miller, William Pike. Superstardom is a war chant, Dean Priceless filly, Neville Parnham and Stephen Parnham. Position of power ran fourth, 3.514, and the time is 1:04.59. But that was just a cruise for Black Sabbath there. A very, very smart debut. The next event of the day, the running of the Crown Towers Handicap, 7 starters over the 1,500 metres. Let's go down to Britt Taylor once again. Been a big week for Toddy Harvey. He's been to the Bull and back, and plenty of winners coming out of the Harvey yard this week as well, Britt.
It has been a massive week for you, hasn't it? You've been to the Bull, you've seen tradesmen win, you had a winner during the week, and now the horse that you have had an opinion of has got the chocolate. So you're feeling relieved today?
Yeah, we are a bit relieved because obviously we had a bit of a hiccup with him leading into his planned first start. So, yeah, to overcome that and get him to the races and win is a great thrill.
How impressed are you with the run today?
Yeah, we're really impressed with him. We tried to sort of play it down a bit because, you know, horses having their first run can sometimes get into a bit of trouble. But, you know, he's been quite untapped at home, and we've always had a pretty high opinion of him.
Sean seemed to ride him with a lot of confidence today as well.
Yeah, like we just, in the trial, in his last trial, we just wanted to ease him back a bit because he was getting a little bit fired up on the track. So today we thought with in a race and, you know, we'd use his speed and get him up there.
What's the plan with this boy? Is it just a matter of taking one step at a time with these 2-year-old races?
Yeah, that's right, Brittany. He is a Blackfriars, and, you know, you often don't see the best of them till they're sort of 4 and 5 and even 3. So I think we might just put him away for a little while now and look at better races later in the year.
Tell us about purchasing this horse. Did you pick him out? How much did he cost? And is he West Speed?
Yeah, he is West Speed, and there's a couple of first-time owners in him, so it's exciting for them. Unfortunately, they're not here today. But Yeah, Dad actually picked this one out, so he's got one up on me.
Well, you picked out Tradesman, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
There we go. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you, Brittany.
A terrific win there, and the horse has lived up to the hype that surrounded him in Black Sabbath, so very exciting there for Connections, and some first-time owners who aren't here, but I'm sure that they were screaming at the TV.
Yeah, I'm sure they were. And Shooter rode that horse like it was the best horse in the race. He saw it in midweek with Pearls and Prawns and the hyphenator, and he knew what he had underneath him, and that was a really impressive performance. Won by 3 lengths from Market Ruler, and if you draw a line through the Caracara plate and you consider that Market Ruler was a little bit unlucky to finish as far back as he did, that's not far off Caracara form from that horse on debut. Really, really impressive performance.
And I think a good thing to see with this horse, as Todd mentioned, are Blackfriars, who often get better with age, but what they've done is really educate the horse. That first trial, jump on the bunny and teach the horse to run, but the second trial, teach him to relax and settle, which can be really advantageous if today he got caught out on a limb and had to settle, but was lucky enough to be able to find the front. And we'll speak to Shooter just in a second about the run. Sean, congratulations on the win. Were you always expecting that you'd be able to find the front?
Well, I didn't have any plan because obviously when they haven't raced before, they don't have a racing pattern. But with the 6 runners, I suppose they were never going to go quick, and his stride is just that big. When I have a look at the replay, and even when everyone else sees the replay, you'll see how big his stride is, and to me it really felt like I was going half pace, and I suppose that is a bit evident by the time. They haven't ran a real fast time, but I just got away with Murder in front, and that's why I got stuck into him late. Did
you find yourself he just found himself there quite easily?
Well, like I said to Rob, I actually drew 5 out of 6, so even though there's only 6 in it, I'm still closer to the outside than the inside. But when they go that slow, I don't know if I would want to be in the box seat or with cover with the stride that he takes. You know, probably better off sitting behind one if they're going a bit quicker, you know, because I probably would have got him out of his rhythm and comfort zone. But as I said, where we were just going that slow and steady. But when I put the hammer down, he showed his true qualities.
Often we see improvement with race experience. How much improvement do you think there is in him?
Look, there's always a bit because, like you say, it's only his first start, but he's been one of those horses that you show him something once and he picks it up straight away. He doesn't know it before you show him, but once you show him once, he's very smart and willing to do what you ask of him.
Well, you've shown him how to win. Hopefully he remembers that. Congratulations.
Thanks, Brittany.
Sean McGrady there, winning jockey with Black Sabbath. And that concludes race number 2 here at Ascot.